Okay, you guys, what have I been up to? You guys know that I have been trying to settle down in Lagos, and I don't think I've given you guys an update since we got our house, okay? A lot has been going on, you guys. I tried vlogging, I have clips here and there, but I don't think that vlogging would capture what I want to tell you guys or what I want to show you guys as much as sitting down and just doing my makeup and chatting with you guys, because this girl she has seen a lot. Okay, relocating back to Nigeria, moving to Lagos especially, is not for the weak. Okay, it's not something that you should take lightly or decide to do lightly, because it is a lot. It is a lot. But anyway, I'm going to be telling you guys all about it in today's video. While I get ready, I just want to do my makeup and then film a hair video after. Okay, where do I start from? Yeah, so let's start with the elephant in the room. Me. Who was telling me the other day that me, I know how to, I can be self-deprecating, deprecating, whatever. I can really make fun of myself. However, I still feel like I'm the best thing since everything good. Okay, since sliced bread Pro Max, I'm the best thing ever. But when it comes to laughing at myself, I'm good at that too. Anyway, so yes, your girl has been going through a lot. You guys, I tried to do 75 hard because my weight has really, like, I've ballooned since I came back to Nigeria, where I'm not doing anything. I'm just all day, all night, just, indoors. Now the past week and this week have been quite hectic because I've been going to market, trying to buy stuff, trying to settle down. So now I think I'm more busy now, but in the previous weeks I wasn't really doing much because, see, to be honest, I don't even know what I'm doing with this color corrective, because my skin doesn't look that bad. I mean, I have this contour shade here, natural contour. Well, my skin doesn't look that bad. Anyway, so aside, looking for houses, which we did before we now got houses, I've not really been doing much. So it's just basically wake up, eat, stay with my children, do one or two things on YouTube, and then strategize, think, just lie down, think, eat. So I've gained a lot of weight. I now decided that, okay, you know what, let me go and do 75 hard. So 75 hard is like a mental toughness challenge, okay? Even though it's very tough on you physically, I think it is more of a mind toughness challenge, where twice a day you're going to exercise, 45 minutes indoors, another 45 minutes outdoors, compulsory. You have to stick to a diet, you have to read 10 pages of a book, a non-fiction book, you have to drink 3.8 liters of water, like a gallon of water. You have to do what else is there? There's just a bunch of things you're supposed to do every day without fail. Like every single day you have to do everything on that list, and anyone that you miss, you start again. Okay, so even if you're on day 74 and you miss one thing, you have to start again from day one, right? So it's a mental toughness challenge, and I really was up to it because I felt like at some point I was really, like, going through a lot mentally. Like, I don't know, I've always been in this phase, or I've always experienced this phase of, I call it, living in limbo. I always experienced that phase with almost everything. I'm not one of those people who, eventually everything always works out for my good, though. That's one thing that, I always try to remember, that everything always works out for my good. I always get the best. I always get, like, things always work out well. I'm using this Danessa Marix blurring balm. I use it as my what do you call the name? I use it as my primer when I want my makeup to last. And I normally use it with this MAC primer, but I didn't use it. Anyway, so things always work out for me. Things always work out well for me eventually, but I'm always one of those people that it's not always quick. It comes eventually. So there are always times where I just live in limbo, where I'm neither here nor there. I don't have this, but I don't have that. I know I'll have that, but when? Like, we're still in between, in between. So it happens to me all the time. I remember even coming back to Nigeria. At some point, I was like, okay, let's do and be going now. Let's do and be going, because it was a long time coming, to be honest. When we first got to the UK, in fact, I remember the first time I we got to the UK, and my husband came to pick us from the airport and all of that. When we were going back to the hotel, to the apartment, one thing he said is that we're not going to stay here for long, right? We are not going to stay here for long because so many things, we are just like, nah, this is not our vibe. We thank you for the opportunity, but this is not our vibe, right? So when he even said that, so many things happened. I can't go into this, but so many things happened that eventually it clicked for us, and we were coming back to Nigeria. However, the condition was that we're coming back to Lagos. That one bothered me for a while. It bothered me for a while. I was like, why me? Let this cup pass over me. Why Lagos? Is there a way I can move to Port Harcourt and then somehow you walk from Port Harcourt even though you walk in Lagos? Like, is there a way? But there was no way, right? There's no way we would have done it that will keep the family together, which is always my goal. So that was why I was like, okay, we'll come to Lagos. So we're moving back to Nigeria, we're moving back to Lagos, the anticipation, all of that. I was in limbo for a while. And when I'm in that feeling of being in limbo, I don't do much. Like, I kind of mentally not this is regress, I'll call it, but I mentally check out from a lot whenever I'm in that state of being in limbo, that state of feeling like I am in limbo. I mentally check out from doing a lot. I'm always like, no point starting this because you will soon leave. No point starting this because you will soon get that. No point doing this because you will soon do this. And sometimes it drags. So there's so many things I was just like, can we just go to Lagos so that I'll know, okay, I'm now in Lagos. Let me structure my life well and settle down. Then when I came to the Lagos, we're staying in a hotel, right? Initially, it was all well and good. It was fun. It's still fun. Okay, well, it's still fun. This is our second month here. We're kind of like family at this point, with even the staff, the chef, everything. We're like, it's fun, it's good. My children have a playground, they have the pool. My children have learned how to swim. Like, I got a swimming instructor for them, but we had free access to the pool. So the swimming instructor was taking them, swimming classes in the pool. Very good. They have a very nice playground. We walk around from time to time. We don't really do much outside of this hotel, to be honest. We've not gone anywhere. We've not eaten out. We've not done anything outside of this hotel, except when I went to my cousin's house. So it's really nice to be here. However, it's not your house, okay? No matter how much they want to make it comfortable for you, no matter the amenities you have, it is still not your house. It still feels like you are living in limbo. You're neither here nor there, right? You're not settled, but you're not uncomfortable enough to settle very quickly, okay? Like, because we have the opportunity to stay in this hotel for a while, we are not going to just settle for anything. But if, let's say, we had come from the UK and we didn't have like a hotel to stay in, or we had to be paying out of pocket, for our stay, we would have found a house anyhow. Anyhow, would have found a house. But this one, we have the opportunity to, calm down and find a house. So we're not living in limbo. That's the point. And that feeling is not a good feeling. I always have to remind myself that you've had this experience so many times in so many ways. Even when I finished school, before I got to uni, I had a year of living in limbo. Like, you're not sure of yourself. It's just an unsettling feeling, right? So all this to say, I started 75 hard. See me, I started talking now. I've not even done anything. I changed something in my camera. I was looking very orange. Yeah, this is actually more true to color. Yeah, so I started 75 hard because I wanted to discipline my mind. I wanted to, push through. I wanted to mentally, like, strengthen my mind. You get, like, be able to control my mind and my physical outputs based on my mind. Because, like I said, whenever I'm in that period of living in limbo, I just kind of let everything else go. I'm just like, I beg, like I'm not here, not there. I will not have building fantasies about what I would do when I eventually get that thing. It's for me to just be doing what you have always been doing until you get that thing. No, me and my own is always like, I beg, what's the point? Why am I even trying? Let me just wait. When I get that thing, I'll not start, acting the way I want to act, or doing or accomplishing the things I want to accomplish. So me, I realized that it was a problem. Where is my powder? Like, yeah, so I wanted to just prove to myself that, girl, you can control yourself, you can control your emotions, you can control your mind, you can do hard stuff irrespective of um how life is playing out. So I decided to do 75 hard. My sisters and brothers, I started 75 hard though. I started 75 hard, and um by day three, I started feeling very bloated and swollen. Like, I felt literally swollen. My face was feeling very swollen. My nose itself was heavy. It's not like I mean, I have big nose to start with though, but my nose was now feeling like very heavy. When you're pregnant and your nose swells, how that feeling is. I just didn't like that feeling. So then a friend of mine came. We went out in the evening, and I ate when I was not supposed to eat. And then we stayed out so long that I wasn't able to read my 10 pages. My dear, that was like on day 5. I said, my dear, we live to try again. Okay, we live to try again. So that was how I stopped doing 75 hard. But part of the reason why I even allowed myself to even let go for now, because I'll still do it again, was that I was like, you're going through a lot. Like, your life is already hard. My life is not hard in Jesus' name. My life is not hard in Jesus' name. But right now, we're doing a lot at once, trying to settle down, trying to get everything in place, trying to get our house to a place where we'll be comfortable enough to live in. So combining that with a challenge that expects you to work out physically indoors and outdoors twice a day, it wasn't going to work. And again, these are just excuses, because if I really wanted to do this 75 hard to the max, I should be able to do it whether or not things in my life, like, you can't always have the perfect condition for things. So it was a wrong move for me to actually give up, because that's the essence of the challenge, is for you to push through and do things that make you uncomfortable, or things that are stressful, because you have a goal in mind, not because of conditions. Like, you should do things based on your goal, not based on conditions. Now everywhere is looking too bluish. Anyway, yeah, so I know that I did not try by giving up, but it is what it is. I'm going to start again at some point. I don't like announcing these things, to be honest, because I feel like anytime I announce that I'm doing something, I end up not doing it. So when I start again, I'm not going to announce it. I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm just going to do it, okay? And then you guys will see the results, and then speculations will be flying up and down, which I totally love. Yeah, I've gotten the house clean. We've installed ACs. We've put fridge. We bought a small fridge and a standing freezer. The reason why I didn't buy a big fridge or a big freezer or whatever is because, I don't want deep freezer, but the reason why we didn't buy a big fridge is because we already have a fridge that is coming. Our things that we put in our container has not arrived, okay? And that thing is annoying me. Because normally, if we had stayed, like, if we wanted to, we could actually stay here till our things arrive, but we don't want to. Like, we're over this hotel, to be honest. We're over this staying in the hotel. Again, it's a very nice experience for a short-term visit. Let's say we had stayed here for even a month, it would have been nice. But over 2 months, nah. With children, I even feel bad for my children, to be honest. I feel bad for my children because of so many things. Like, as much as they can go downstairs and play, when they are indoors, they're just locked up in one room. They can't really walk around because, it's still a hotel, it's a public space. They can't really walk around. They can't really do so many things, to be honest. And I feel bad for them. So it's part of why I'm like, let's just do and be going. So yeah, because our things have not come, that one too is another wahala on its own. But we know the estimate time is supposed to come. It's not even now. So that one is beyond our control. We've always known it's beyond our control. We're the ones that are just choosing to move forward despite the fact that our things are not here. And my kids have to start school because we've gotten a school for them, and we can't be doing school runs from this hotel. It's kind of far. Actually, we can't, but I don't want to. Me, I don't want to, because now me go do am. I don't want to. Don't want to be driving over 30 minutes every morning to take my kids to school. Then drive over 30 minutes again in the afternoon to go and pick them. Nope, 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 nope. Not doing that shit. So yeah, we haven't really furnished because we want our things to come, and then we will now know what we don't have and what we have and what is left. But the things that I'm very sure we don't have, we're buying. Like, we don't have like actual furniture. We don't have chair, table, bed. So I've done beds. We don't have dining table. The big normal furniture we don't have. What we have are mostly decorative stuff. So we've gotten beds, but we've not gotten a couch yet because I'm not really sure what to get. But I want to get a dining set, which has been proving kind of difficult. The one I want is too expensive. Too freaking expensive. But we want to get a dining set because at least we'll have somewhere to eat, and then we can use the chairs to sit. If we want to sit, we can use the chairs to do anything else that we want to do. So that's why dining set is the next stage for us. But anyway, we're kind of almost settled in the house. Then here comes wahala that you must face to be reminded that you are living in Nigeria. How will you be living in Nigeria? How will you be living in Lagos without facing wahala? It's not possible. It's not possible. Like, you have to experience some, just so that you know that you are really here. Are you really here? Are you really sure you're in Lagos? If you don't experience wahala. So the first one that I experienced is dealing with artisans. God of mercy. God of mercy. See, money is good, please. Money is good. Money is good. I beg. Thunder fire devil. Thunder fire devil. God punish poverty. Money is good because if I had the kind of money that I'm about to have very soon, okay? If I've already hammered that hammer that I'm going to hammer. Because I will never say I'm going, don't worry. You guys will be here when that money will come, right? But before then, if I had that money, if God can just borrow me some, just give me some. Like, you already seen your daughter is going through a lot. Just give her some. Then in the future, you can debit it from the remaining. I will not be dealing with Nigerian artisans. In fact, I would have just hired somebody and told the person, set up my house for me and send me send my accountant the bill. Don't even send to me. I don't want to know. Send the bill to my manager or my accountant or whoever manages my finances, because that's the kind of life I'm called to live. That's the kind of life I'm called to live. It's just that the conditions have not yet aligned. Because tell me why you are fixing AC for me and you are fixing AC under where the curtain is supposed to be. And you are telling me it's because of the wire. It's because of the provision they made for AC. It's because of the cord. It's because of you're telling me bullshit story. I'm supposed to accept that ACs are going to block my curtains. And you're expecting to just take that story and I'm supposed to be arguing with you back and forth. Like, what is wrong with you? Anyway, they fixed nonsense ACs for us. So some places were good. Some places they fixed AC under where curtains were supposed to be. Even the curtain guy, when he was putting the curtain, he was like, huh? Anyway, they eventually agreed to move some of the ACs. So they've moved some, remaining 2 to be moved. But the ones they've moved, first of all, the wall looks a mess. I'll insert clips. The wall is a mess. Like, ordinarily, because they came to install AC, we have to repaint that house. We just have to. There's no way we can stay without repainting that house. We just have to repaint that house. So freaking annoying. But okay, no wahala now. That's AC wahala. After AC to end now, it must be the AC guys. It's not a Nigerian artisan thing. It's the AC guys. It's just the AC guys. Now, speaking of the cutting guy that was even telling me, oh, madam, I'm disappointed in you. Why do you allow them put AC here? I was like, for that one even got me angry. I was like, you think I'm that stupid? Like, I told him, no, it's the AC guy that we're even still fighting that thing. Just install your curtain and get out. Install your curtain the normal way. You're supposed to install curtain and then we'll figure out the other one. I beg. Anyway, I didn't say it like this. So for people think that's how I was talking to them, I didn't say it like this. I was like, these AC people now, just sharp, do the curtain. Don't worry, do the curtain normal way. Then they'll get the AC out of the way. Okay? Because some people don't know which one is fact or fiction. Some people don't know which one is sarcasm or joke. So I'm just putting it out there that that's not how I talk to them. But I mean, who cares? Even if that's how I talk to them, that's what they deserve, to be honest. Because that's why they even show me pepper. Maybe I should be talking to them like that so that they will know that we're not here to joke. Anyway, so this curtain guy came to install curtains. I chose good fabrics. I chose good, design and everything. First of all, Nigerians, they don't like anything simple. Once you hear that curtain is for parlor, you think you must put elephant head or lion head something. Like, no, make it simple. I kept trying to simplify. In fact, anything he shows me, I look for the simplest version. I look for simpler version of this. And the rod, I say look for the simple one. I want simple plain rod. Hey, madam, you no go enter now. Is that not living room? Yes, it's living room, but I want plain one. The cap, those things for capping curtains at the side. Madam, this one is not for living room. No. I said, yeah, I want that simple one. You see that simple one that people think is ugly? That's the one I want. That's exactly the one I want.
This range is plastic range. This one is the one of 100 naira. And this one is too small for that curtain. It will not click well. But if you say make I use it, I will use it. Understand? If you say make I use it, I will use it. But this one is a small range. It's 100 naira. It's not going to be fine on that curtain.
I remember how me and Nelo even just seen this recently. How my former house, when I went to buy curtains from Aba, I went to Aba to go and buy curtains. I now chose the ones I wanted. These people kept trying to discourage me from choosing those curtains, telling me that, and they're the ones selling it though. Telling me that, madam, it doesn't go now, madam, is ugly. Because I chose, it's even almost the same color palette. I chose like light cream curtains and white inner, just plain white inner. These Aba people did not understand this rubbish that I was talking about. Madam, this thing is so ugly. Then I went to go and bring inner for me that had gold design. I said I don't want gold now. See me see wahala. What, like, do you think it's everybody that likes this gold thing? They did not get it though. They started laughing at me. Hey, I was just listening to the lie. I was like, Nigerian self, like the kind of nonsense we get away with. Imagine you laughing at your customers. They're laughing at me. They will now call some other people and say, come and see the inner way madam choose for this thing. Which one was supposed to go? The person I say, no, not this one. This one too simple. Too plain. You say in the living room, madam choose this one. I'm like, no, I don't want it. They start laughing. They were not even doing me like, you just give her what she wants. She doesn't know what's up. That kind of attitude. So me and the cutting guy now, we've done our back and forth. He has decided that okay, he will just give me what I want because this woman is not interested in this my bullshit. So he sold cotton finish. Came to hang cotton. Cotton was hanging. He came to hang the curtains and the curtains were short. All the curtains were above the skirting. Is it skirting they call that thing? Yeah, the skirting at the side, at the base of the wall, at the base of the wall now. Those tiles that people put there. I know some people put tiles, but to me tiles are like old school. It's supposed to be that they have like proper skirtings that you can just put. But anyway, our own is tiles in this house. So all the curtains were above the skirting. I say what's in the happen for here? I called the guy. I said, why are these curtains short? He said, madam, they're not short. That's how they're supposed to be now. Well, that's how it's supposed to be. I said, what do you mean that's how it's supposed to be? The pictures I showed you, is that how it was? I sent you pictures. I showed you what I wanted. We discussed everything. You are now giving me short curtains. Eh? You know how when a tall person wears jeans and the jeans is jumpy? That's how the curtains looked. I said, I don't want this now. Like, you have to go and make the curtains longer. He was like, madam, that when they want to clean the curtains, when you want to clean the floor, it will be touching the curtain. I said, let it touch the curtain now. Is it your house? Let it touch the curtain now. Don't need to raise curtain up to clean floor again. So my curtain should be perpetually raised up because of cleaning the floor. Like, what the hell? What are we even cleaning in that floor that will stain the curtain that badly? Is it toilets? I don't even toilet floor self. It's not even that bad. Am I having my bath there? I don't get it.
It's perfect. If you touch the ground, you go to dirty on time. Now you go to dirty the ground.
Anyway, so this was how me and the guy now did back and forth. Eventually, he went and redid it. But he didn't even do some well. When they've already sewn cotton with lining and all of that, it wasn't as good as if it was sewn properly from the start. But wetin man go do now? The theme of this my video is going to be wetin man go do. You go manage am now. Na Naija you dey. If you're paying you too much, you carry your money and you go to where the people that know how to do it well are. You go to where they are, you pay that big money, and then you get the service you want. But as long as you cannot afford that's those premium services, those luxury services. And the annoying thing about Nigeria is that even the so-called luxury services are not even luxury. That's the annoying part. Because to be honest, if it's that I'm very, very sure that this thing is luxury in the real sense of the word, I feel borrow self go do one. I feel borrow now. Let me know that okay, I'm getting luxury. If money is the problem. But this one is that you're not even sure that whatever they call luxury is going to be luxury. So why do you want to waste your money like on nonsense? Then carpenter. Carpenter, the guy that's making our beds and furniture. I don't know. Now this guy did my kids' beds. My kids' beds are nice. Like if you see my kids' bed, you know, go even you have to look very well to know that this thing is made in Nigeria. Like I mean, obviously, if you look very well, you will see that this is not, bought and all that. Like this is not, imported. However, to me, he did a good job. He did a very okay job with my kids' beds. Now this same person now, go and do my room bed now. Can't even explain what this guy delivered. I can't explain it. Like I can't really explain what this guy delivered. Oh, by the way, the person that's really helping me with the house is my sister-in-law, because my sister-in-law is an interior designer, right? And she was doing it here full time in Nigeria before she relocated to Canada. So she still has all her contacts. She still has everything. She still does it. So if you're looking for someone that will help you with your anyway, I'll talk more about this in a different video because I'll have to explain the process so that you guys will know how we are doing it, and then you see the end product. Like I'm really looking forward to the end product of the house, right? But as much as she's good with it, she has to work with people. She has to work with the local artisans that we have. Like she doesn't. That's the problem. I'm sure there in Canada it will be easier for her to even get her vision to life. But in Nigeria, you go talk, spit go finish for your mouth. Like your blood go dry up where you dey talk with all these people. And this particular person that is even my carpenter, she's the one that recommended the guy for me. We told him design everything. She talked to him very well. Like I said, my children's beds were good. I reached my own bed, I don't even know what is going on. So she was not saying that these are the issues. Like this guy, before she left Nigeria, she was working with him closely and he was delivering. His work is very neat. But one thing I said I was even going to tell her is that as much as his work is very neat, I'm sure she was kind of acting like a supervisor to him. So some of these people, they need somebody else to like overlook what they are doing, to supervise them and say, oh no, do this one, oh change this one, oh that. And she was doing it here. But when you're not here doing it with them, my dear, anything where you see, you collect. Anything where you see, you collect. So that in fact, she's one that gave me all of them. All the artisans I'm working with, she's one that give us them, because anybody she recommends, I go with them. And mind you, because of how is why this is not even as bad as it could have been, because she recommended them, they are more careful about how they deliver, and this is what they are delivering. So imagine if I just got random people on the street, or random people that don't really have anybody to impress. Maybe I would have given up by now. Anyway, so my sister, I'm using this cuff case. I have the pressed and I have the what do you call it, normal cuff case. The press is the powder, the other one is the cream. So I'm going to use only just the powder, or should I use both? Sometimes I feel like when I use both, the what is the name? Because this thing is highly pigmented. So sometimes when I use both, I feel like it becomes too, the color now becomes too much. Let me just use small. Just this. It's highly pigmented now. It's highly pigmented. Don't do too much. I'll just buff it out well. Highly pigmented. I've not even taken more on my brush, and you can see how it looks. So even my bedside table that he did, you just see comma. Yeah, this I didn't put too much, thank God, because sometimes it gets too much, and I feel like blush blindness has become a thing now. People are now packing blush on their face like they are like costume. Like what the hell? And even some known creators who some makeup girls that we look up to or used to look up to, I see their faces now and I'm like, auntie, what's happening now in a focus? So yeah, the part that I don't add. Still not. Yeah, it's not too much. Is this too much? It might not be when I'm done, Sha. but still. So even my side table, some things the guy just did, and I'm like, wetin man go do now? Wetin man go do? If you no fit enter shop, go buy side. But like, again, like I said, yes, if I had good money, I would have just entered shops to buy what I want, right? And I kind of went to shops to see what they have, just to annoy myself somehow, because it's not like I had the money to pay some of those prices, like entering big shops like all these the Invento and all those, those people now. So I went there, but to be honest, I didn't really see exactly what I wanted, which is still which still boils down to the Nigerian experience, right? What Nigerians like in general is different from, is like Nigerians like a certain kind of aesthetics, and it's not my vibe. I just like simple. I just like simple. That's just me, right? But Nigerians I know, especially the ones that have the money, they don't want simple. So even when you go to expensive stores, you will not see simple. Like you won't see simple. Everything must shall have one touch of gold somewhere, one Versace vibes. You guys know those vibes. Like everything must have it. I rarely saw what I wanted. Like I rarely even, like when it came to dining tables, I saw one that comes with a console. The dining table was good for me, but the chairs not really, the console not really. So it's like it's not even just not having the money. My taste again is also an issue. So for someone that has my taste, the best option is to make. To be honest, that's the best option, right? And but that making too, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. Oof, I don't even know why I left something that tight on my head. That's so unlike me. Me that cannot manage, cannot manage pain. No, like needless pain. I know they manage. So, my dear brothers and sisters, now so I dey deal with artisans here and there, but that's not even the main one. So tell me why we installed water pump in the house. Next thing, they found a massive leak in my children's bathroom. My children's bathroom of all places. A leak in the visitor's bathroom or even my office would have been fine. It wouldn't have been a problem. They could have just done it anytime. It wouldn't have been a problem. But my children's bathroom, the bathroom where they're supposed to be having their bath and they're supposed to start school soon, was having issues. They had to break the tiles to find the leak. This is brand new house, so God. And I'm not even here to come and say, oh, the landlord this. I don't even blame landlords, because at the end of the day, you're trying to maximize profit, right? So you have to use these people. But when you now want to use these people, they show you Shege, because right now the landlord is paying money to get those things fixed. It's not us. We're not the ones fixing it. He's paying money to get those things fixed. So I'm sure he's not happy with having to pay money to get these things fixed. Something you've already done before. Imagine them breaking. I'll show you guys clips. Imagine them breaking tiles, repiping the thing, and then tiling it back. And now they've even tiled it with a different color of tile. Everywhere. Mind you, we've cleaned this house. Everywhere dust now. It was just overwhelming. At some point I was like, which kind of wahala be this? Like, that's why we're still here. We've not moved in case you guys are wondering. We've not moved in, and it's not even looking like we're about to move in, because of how things are going. Even though I've told my husband we'll just manage and move. It's not even me that I even told him. Himself, he even said it, that we have to just move in because of the kids. The kids have to start school now. We can't keep doing this thing we're doing here. Because me, it's not like I'm even like homeschooling them or anything. I don't have that time. I don't have that time. I'm not homeschooling them. They are not even doing anything. Like, they're not reading any well, I bought books for them, so they try to read once in a while, but it's not the same. So most times when they don't even want to read, I just leave them, because I even feel bad for them. So we need to get back into the groove of things, so I stop feeling bad for them, and they don't become illiterate. But even aside that, I mean, come on now, school has started since. This is how many weeks now since school started, and they need to go and follow their mates and do what their mates are doing. So that's why we have to move. It's not like we're under any pressure to move right away. Again, if not for the school, I could have just stayed here a little longer. Because to be honest, that me not having to cook, not having to clean, not having to do laundry, not having to worry about so many things. I don't have to drive anywhere for my kids to go and play. I don't have to drive anywhere for them to go and swim. I don't have to like it's actually fun being here, but we have to still go back to reality because we cannot be planning our lives with this temporary set a condition. What is the word? This temporary arrangement. Cannot be planning our lives with that, which now takes me back to that feeling of being in limbo that I was talking about. Because you're neither here nor there. You've not gotten you've you've gotten house, yes, but it's almost like you can't even. Oh, this thing is so pigmented. Me, I was going for simple eye look. Oh, it's not giving simple at all. Or is it the way I packed it on? I think I'm the one that's packing it on. So yeah, that feeling of being in limbo. You're not here. You're not there. Yes, you've gotten a house, but at the same time, you don't even know what will still come up, because it's like things keep coming up. It's not even just there that they found leak. There was leak in fact, there was a leak inside the place that was using as our laundry room now, which is like the boys' quarter. There was a leak there, and I feel like that leak is actually entering into the parlor, because the boys' quarter room is directly behind the parlor room, and I saw map on the wall. And me, I hate. Hey, if you see how I hate the idea of mold, the idea alone creeps me out. It irritates me. They're now seeing mold. I feel like there's mold somewhere in this room. I feel it. And once I feel I'm more comfortable, I feel like there's mold somewhere in this room. Um, but I can't really prove it. But I feel like, because I'm seeing some spots on the ceiling that looks like black mold in this room. So I don't even imagine now going to get a new house and then you are starting with mold from the beginning. I have to tell them, oh, please make sure there is no leak anywhere. Make sure. You are saying, no, there's no leak, man. This one that is there, they didn't, when they tiled the in fact, oh God, Nigeria. That when they tiled the boys' quarter, right? They did not fill how you put tiles and you put the white cement or black cement. I think they even use black cement for that room. The cement that holds it together. They didn't put it. So when they were washing and doing other things there, the water was just entering directly into the floor and then seeping into the walls. That's the explanation, which I'm kind of buying with a pinch of salt, but that's the explanation. But even that one as an explanation is a very stupid explanation. Like, what the hell? If I was a landlord then, anyway, a lot of them don't really know what they are going into. Many people are not landlords because they have this architectural or they are so interested in whatever. No, many of them are doing it for profits. They are doing it because it's a profitable business. That's it. So they don't really have eyes for some things. Then they now hire people that they think have the eyes for it. And those people are showing them Shege. Those people are showing them Shege. So it is what it is. That's where we are now. They are breaking. They finished. Oh, mind you, they finished. Breaking that place. They tiled it. They even got different color tiles. So if you look at the floor now, you see two different colors of tiles. Like, I can't stand this, but it is what it is, right? Thank God, no be my house, sha, and no be me tile am. Because if I was one and now tiled it, they'll say, okay, this one they are the ones that still tiled it. I'm like, you are the ones that tiled this thing. Can't you go and find the exact same tiles? They said they cannot find it. Okay, no. They even told us that they found the exact same tiles, so only for them to come and tile it, and I'm seeing something else. But it's all well and good, right? It's all well and good. Tell me why yesterday we went to the house to do some things. Then we put on the pump as usual. Next thing, water from the back of that room was pouring out. When I tell you that water was pouring out, you might think I'm talking about, drops here and there. No, I'm not talking about drops. I'm talking about, you would think that it was raining inside the house and the water was coming out of the house. You would think it was raining inside. That's how the water was pouring out. I was just like, hey. Me and my husband just saw it and just hissed and walked inside. There was no point. What will we do now? There's no point. My husband went and called eventually he called one of the security men to show him the leak. Said they will call the guys back to come and do it. One is that you came to fix a leak. You fixed the leak in quotes. you did not adequately test what you fixed and you've gone ahead to tile it. Eh? You did not adequately test. Because my husband kept telling them, when you finish this thing, make sure you test it extensively. Put on the pump when you're testing it, because sometimes these leaks might be there, but you will not notice because the water pressure is very, very low. Very, very low. You can't even use water in that house without pump, right? Water pressure is very, very low. So because water pressure is very, very low, you have to put on pump so that you can now see the leak, like actual leak, not drops of leak, like you see where it's coming out from. I don't know if they tested it. I don't know if they did not test it. I don't know what the problem is. All I know is that I'm tired. I'm tired of these people. So in between, I also went to surprise Nello in Port Harcourt. I tried to vlog, but to be honest, I was so excited and just enjoying my people's presence that I did not really vlog much. And to be honest, I was really emotional when I got to Port Harcourt because those are my people. Not just the people, that's my city, okay? That's my city. That's when I felt bad. Like, I miss this city. I miss my people. I miss how easy life is in Port Harcourt. See, if you don't live in another city, now Lagos has its perks. Lagos is a nice place. I'm not even going to. You have a lot of amenities here in Lagos. Have a lot of services here in Lagos. You are more exposed to certain lifestyles here in Lagos than you are in Port Harcourt. But I don't care for those things. I don't care for those things. I don't care for the lifestyle. It's not my daily requirements. So why do I have to live in Lagos? Like, I don't require, let's say now going to the beach, for instance. I don't require going to the beach every weekend. I don't need to go to the beach every weekend. I don't go to the beach every weekend. I'm not sure many Nigerians many Lagosians even go to the beach every weekend. So why do I have to live in Lagos because Lagos has beaches? Like, who cares? Who cares? Do you get my point? Like, who cares that Lagos has beaches? I don't. If I want to go to the beach, I can leave Port Harcourt and come here, spend the weekend, go to the beach, and then go back to Port Harcourt, and I'm good. At least let my day-to-day life be easy. Anyway, for some of my things, I have decided to visit IKEA and just go and buy stuff from them because see all this nonsense I'm doing with artisans, I can't deal. I'll just reduce my expectations to zero, okay? And just go to where I know that at least this is IKEA furniture. If you can afford it, you buy. If you cannot afford it, you rest. Because you see this thing of them making for you, it's not going well for me. But if you guys know any affordable furniture makers in Nigeria, let me know. I know one in Lagos, in Port Harcourt, Convi Living. I've checked out their page a few times and I like what they have. I don't know if they deliver. They should deliver to Lagos. But I just feel like, why would I be in Lagos and be ordering from Port Harcourt? Like, come on. Lagos is supposed to be the hub for things like that. Lagos is supposed to be the standard. It's supposed to be, just go to Lagos, just go to Lagos. So why am I now in the Lagos and I'm going to Port Harcourt? Yeah, my face looks good, right? Should be blended. Because sometimes these days, I don't know, I feel like after I came back to Nigeria, my complexion became darker a little bit. Then my foundation started standing out too much. So I think this blends. I think this is still my color. But yeah, let me know, you guys, just if you guys have any recommendations of furniture makers in Nigeria. I also want to paint, but my sister-in-law is giving me a painter. She's also going to give me furniture makers as well. But I just want to know, the ones you guys have been using that have very clean work, very clean, affordable work. Let me know, or I will just, rest until I have money. I don't have to sit down on couch for anytime soon. Like, because my mother was trying to say, let's just get everything. I was like, we don't have to get everything at once. We can stay without couch. If we really think about our lifestyle, we really don't spend that much time in the living room. It's my kids that used to stay in the living room in the UK, because that's the only space they kind of had aside their room. But even in Port Harcourt, when my kids had their playroom, they were never really in the living room. So I just told them that our lifestyle, we're not people that, stay in the living room that often. How many visitors are we even going to have anytime soon? So let's just chill and then take our time to buy, what we would like. Let's not just go and rush and just buy anyone just because, they have it in the showroom. And he was like, okay, fine. That's it. That's where we are right now. We definitely do not talk enough about how capital intensive it is for you to relocate back to Nigeria without anything. It's actually capital intensive. Like, the money we spent in this 1 month, hey, God, dude. I know how that money can change my life if somebody dashes me that money, right? It's a lot. Getting the house, paying school fees, furnishing the house, the one that we can furnish for now, buying cars, because we had to get 2 cars. It is a lot of money. Like, it's a lot, but we have to have those things. If not, we'll not be able to function properly, to be able to make more money. Okay, I say money. We'll not be able to function properly to make more money. So we just have to get those things in place. Then we can now keep, making more money and all of that. So that's where we are right now. It's actually very capital intensive. If you want to come back to Nigeria, just make sure that you are holding enough, or you have some form of soft landing. Okay, mind you, all this I'm complaining, we have soft landing. We have adequate soft landing. Imagine if we did not have the soft landing we had. Imagine if we were just on our own coming back to Nigeria. I don't know what kind of job you are supposed to have had in the UK, especially UK. I don't know what kind of job you would have had in the UK, and for how long you would have had that job for you to move back to Nigeria and comfortably settle down. Like, you have to have been working for a long time and saving for a long time, or have a business in Nigeria running or something. Like, you can't just like work there for a few years and then come back to Nigeria and settle down. Well, you go suffer. You gonna learn, okay? You gonna learn. So I'm putting out that disclaimer for people that might think that, oh, it's all fun and games. It's not all fun and games, oh. Okay, it's not all fun and games. We have a lot of soft landing that's helping us to even, be doing like this. To be choosing, to be doing. We have a lot of soft landing. I need to make that clear. If we were just coming back to Nigeria like regular schmegular ways people come back to Nigeria, it's not going to be funny. Like, it wouldn't have been funny. But anyway, that's it for this video. Let me go ahead now and film my hair video, and then I'll go and eat, and then I'll come back and arrange this place, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Take care. Bye. Why did I just say take care? From where to where? Just take care since when that one starts.